dressed up, but it's late and I was already in my pajamas, so I'll dress up when we do the frosting. I'll dress up when we do the frosting. I'll dress up when we do the frosting. Oh, actually, I need to preheat the oven. Okay, so it is almost my mom's birthday. And I've got decorations and other stuff done. But I have yet to make the cake, and I thought it might be relaxing to bring you guys with me. I better get to doing this. I need to melt some butter because I'm not going to be using vegetable oil. My mom loves these. She loves these cake mixes, this brand, King Arthur Baking Company. And she's never tried the confetti one. But my mom is an absolute girly girl for sure, and she loves sprinkles. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's gonna have to be the one. That's gonna have to be the one. So let me get some butter going. Okay. The butter is being melted. I am vegan, but my mom is not. My mom is not vegan. You can hear the oven making sounds behind me. And so, oh, you can hear the heater on too. We're getting some white noise tonight, my friends. So, but I'm not gonna force my vegan ways on her. She's definitely a dairy lover, so it's gonna be made with dairy. So butter, three large eggs, and one cup of milk. Okay, preheat the oven. Grease the bottoms, but not the sides of cake pans. It says not to grease the sides. Oh well, I guess I won't grease the sides. And then you combine the melted butter, eggs, and milk, and beat with a mixer. I'm going to be doing that with a whisk because I don't feel like using the whisker because I have the mixer because then I have to clean it all. So we're just gonna see how I do with a normal whisk. And then beat on medium speed until the batter thickens slightly, about 1 minute. Scrape the bottom of the bowl to evenly distribute the confetti. I love that it's called confetti and not just sprinkles. That's so cute. Pour batter into the pans. Fill cupcake walls half full. Bake until golden brown and a toothpick inserted in the center comes out. Cool completely before frosting. Right, so we will be frosting this later. I guess I'd better grease the pan. Who the heck knew that I'd be pulling a midnight cake heist? Cake pans have been acquired. I will be baking this by the book, so don't get used to seeing me bake here, because if you guys ever see me cook anything ever again, I do not follow the book, like ever. So it's normally chaos. I'm normally just pouring stuff in. I'm just like, yeah, 2 tablespoons, good enough. I do not measure anything, but since this is my mom's birthday cake, I will actually go by the book, so. I'm sure this is fine. Okay, there's one. Every baker out there is probably screaming at me right now while watching this. So, sorry. Get your other side. On the bright side, hopefully I'm getting some good sounds for you. If not, some oil on my phone. That's okay. Okay, let me check on the butter. The butter is coming along quite nicely, quite nicely, quite nicely, quite nicely. Okay, eggs and milk and the bowl have been acquired. So, we have the bowl, we have the whisk, and we have the milk, and we have the eggs. So, we'll take... I know this is chaotic. I'm so funny. I'm like, this isn't going to be as chaotic as when I usually bake because I'm going to be doing things by the book. This is definitely chaotic, so you can only imagine how my actual baking and cooking is like. Okay. So we combine the oil with the milk and the stuff. Now we'll take the eggs, crack them into the bowl. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should like... No, I should absolutely not do that. That was funny though. There's one egg. There's 2 eggs. Okay. And then the 3rd egg. Okay, there's 3 eggs. My mom's birthday is tomorrow, but we're not going to technically be celebrating until the day after, because that's when everyone can be there. But tomorrow my mom and I are going to hang out here at home together, at home. And let me check on the butter. So my mom and I are just going to hang out together tomorrow on her actual birthday before the main event. Okay, there, the butter is melted. And then we're gonna have samosas tomorrow, which is like Indian food. Have you ever had samosas? They're really good. We get this brand called Suki's, I think it is. Okay, hang on a sec. Combine oil eggs and milk and beat with mixer until frothy. Okay. We're gonna have samosas. There are these. I think some of the eggs were frozen. Oh my gosh. I was about to say it's that or I just cooked some of them. But no, this bowl is like freezing. What the heck? Were these expired? Why did it do that? Oh, that's so weird. I don't understand. Oh my god, is it because I added the eggs to cold milk? Or because I added the butter to cold milk? No, I've never seen that before. I don't think that's normal. Okay, let's try that again, but better this time. Here's one egg. I'm gonna test these eggs as I put them in. Okay, these look fine. I don't know what happened, but these eggs look fine. They don't look frozen. I've never had that happen. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me while we're wrong. Probably something to do with the butter, right? Like, I put it in too warm. I didn't think it was, though. I've never had that happen. My mom could probably tell me what I went wrong. Okay, so second egg looks fine. Maybe it was the milk. Third egg also looks fine. Okay, we have eggs. Now let's get milk. Okay, yeah, I just Googled it and it says that it's because the milk and eggs were cold. So I'll tell you what, instead of making it with butter, I'm just gonna make it with oil. Don't tell my mom. Can I use this in baking? Can I use this? Or is this only supposed to be for stovetop cooking? Can you use olive oil? I shouldn't. Wait a minute. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. This is all fine. I'll pour some more milk. I had to open a new one. Okay. There's the milk. Put it in with the eggs. The eggs and the milk are fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. Don't stop being fine. Okay, so it says half a cup of oil. I read it. It says that this is fine for baking. It said so online. God, can you imagine what we would do without the internet? This is fine, right? Am I supposed to add this much of this? 1/2 a cup. Okay, in you go. Okay, now I can stir it once I clean this off. Okay, so, yeah, it's working. Okay, what was I talking about? Will this combine? almost frothy, I think. I have baked before, believe it or not. Does this look frothy to you? Does this look frothy? I can't tell. I think it is. I think this is what frothy looks like. If I whisk it too much, it'll be like a souffle. Okay, let's add the stuff. Let me get the scissors, actually. My mom is gonna watch this and be like, oh my god, I could have just made a cake, you know? And I'll be like, no, you don't make a cake for yourself. Okay, add mix, beat until it thickens. Stop undoing yourself. Okay, sorry. I can't do too much of the ASMR for you, man. As much as I would like. Okay, now we mix this. It looks good. This looks like it's coming along nicely. I think I did something right. I don't know what, but I think I did something right. Have you ever had samosas? That's what I was talking about. Indian food. Look up SUKHIS. Suki's samosas. They have like potato and pea ones, or my mom's and my favorite, and that comes with a chutney sauce that's really good. They also have a chicken tikka masala, but like that's not vegan, so I can't have it. And there's another one that's like chili something. It's something chili, and it's really good. I love that one, but my mom doesn't like that one as much. Okay. The batter is now thickened. Let us arise to the cake pans. Okay, so I have to wait roughly 30 minutes for those. So while that's going, I have a timer set, and now I must attend to the mess. My mom and I have been watching this show called The Way Home. The Way Home. The Way Home. It's a Hallmark series TV show, which I know Hallmark has its rep for being like cheesy and whatnot, and it kind of is, but it's actually got a pretty good story going so far. Of like, I mean, I won't spoil it, but I'm enjoying it, you know. It's kind of it's random, and it's unexpected. You won't expect, but I'm liking it. It's very interesting. Has a kind of a nice message, I think. Sorry, it's hard to say a lot without spoiling things. you know what? I'm just gonna go for it, man. So if you don't want spoilers, I'll like put timestamps. But it's basically what it is, and we've only just started season 2. So if you've seen it, we're only on season 1. But it's basically this show about this girl, and her parents are getting divorced. Her parents are getting divorced, and she's like not dealing well with things. She like kind of makes trouble at her school. Not a huge amount, not as bad as like, you know, you see movies where it's like the bad kid and they like start a fire or something. She's no JD. She's not JD. She's not trying to blow up the school. But she's just kind of, you know, acting out because she's not feeling good. And so her parents are splitting up, and her mom decides that she and her daughter, Alice, the main girl is named Alice, and her mom is Catherine. And so Catherine decides that she and her daughter Alice should go back to Catherine's mom's home, like the place that she grew up in, and she hasn't been there in years. And her mom's name is Delilah. So there's Alice, the granddaughter, Catherine, the daughter, and Delilah, the grandma, basically, are the 3 main girls. And so they move back to Delilah's place because Kat got a letter from Delilah. And Dell, they call her Dell for short, she claims that she never sent the letter. We'll get into that. And but Alice is still kind of upset, and she wanders off at one point, and she finds this pond, and she throws a bracelet that her mom gave her. That was a bracelet that her dad gave her mom. So it was like a symbol of their relationship. But now the relationship was ending because the parents were getting divorced. So Kat takes the bracelet and she throws it into the pond. And then she decides she wants it back. So she goes to get it back, and she kind of jumps into the pond. And here's the twist. The pond takes her back in time to when her mom, Catherine, was her age. So Alice meets Catherine when she's like 17, like the same age that Alice is, and they become like best friends. So she's best friends with her mom in the past. And there's just all this other crazy stuff that happens, and all these other sort of revelations and whatnot. And it kind of just, it's neat to see these messages of like facing the past and like almost kind of healing your inner child kind of messages, because it's like it forces Kat to face her past, and it forces Alice to realize that her mom has had a past, her mom has had that kind of childhood, you know, and to realize what her family, what her ancestors have been through. And it's just, it's very interesting kind of stuff. Or maybe it's very boring to you, maybe it's putting you to sleep. God knows my cake making skills won't put you to sleep. My cake making skills will apparently only put you into caution mode. Everyone watching this is probably like, oh my god, oh my god. My apologies. So far, so good. We've got about 20 minutes to go for the cakes. God, I hope this turns out well. I thought I was good at making cakes, dude. I really did. I'm trying to be good. Life's just not letting me. I did some decorating. I did some decorating for my mom's birthday, and I'll show you guys some videos because I feel like this is the kind of stuff. Again, my mom, she's a girly girl. She likes like pink and whatnot. So if there's any fellow girly girls out there, I feel like some of you guys will appreciate seeing some of the ideas that I've had, which I got entirely from Pinterest. But like I made a bow garland because my mom loves like ribbons, pink bows, there's a very, especially last year, the pink bows were like a big trend, especially on like Pinterest and other places. And I kept seeing people would make like garlands of a bunch of bows tied together, and people would either link the bows together or they would hot glue gun them. Just checking that we're still recording. And I didn't do the hot glue gun because that was too much of a mess for me. But oh my gosh, I had to watch so many different tutorials to figure out how to do the bows. And so I made some little clips of that I'll show you guys in case you guys are interested in that. I did that, and I got a bunch of balloons. I might throw some pictures up. I'll probably put them on Pinterest too, so. I had a whole board of ideas for my mom's birthday. I wonder if I can. Can I pull it up and still have my timer? I can't. Okay. Then I'll show you guys some of the ideas that I had, the little vision board of sorts that I had. So for decorations, I have like, maybe I need to turn my brightness up for you. Flowers and ribbons, and like you can see my timer, and basically all things pink, as you can see. Someone made like a floating bow backdrop, which I thought was super cute. Because my mom she loves this kind of stuff. And she loved the decorations that I did, so. I loved this too, but like fake flowers are friggin' expensive. But I got them from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has really good prices for stuff like this. Thank God, because like if you try to order stuff from Amazon stuff gets so expensive, you know? Like you can get, I got 50 balloons from Hobby Lobby for like $3. Not that I'm trying to be a cheapskate on my mom's birthday, but like decorations, it's like you use them and then you usually like get rid of them, you know? I mean, there's some decorations that can be reused, but like balloons usually are not one of those things that get reused. So it's like, you don't want to pay like a ton for something. I mean, because, you know, it's like, it's the decoration. What you'd probably want to spend more money on is like the presents or something, the things that are going to be kept. You know what I mean? I hope this makes sense. But yeah. And then for the cake, don't worry, I'm much better at frosting than I am at baking. I hope. I've made gorgeous cakes in the past. Okay, I have. But I really want to do like, you know how there's like a big trend of like vintage cakes and like pink kinds of ones like that going on. I really want to make something like that. So that's what I plan to do. I plan on doing something of this sort with like flowers and a bunch of decorations like this. And I have the food coloring. We have like a natural food coloring, so it's not like red 40, you know? It's not just like artificial coloring. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but personally, we prefer natural dyes. And personally, no judgment. If you can handle red 40, then hey, props to ya. But I've got some like natural food dye because I know that's what my mom and I prefer. And I got some like little edible pearls to put around it because she loves pearls too. She's a girly girl. She is a definite girly girl. She likes the pinks, she likes the purples, she likes the pale blues. She likes her flowers. Yeah. And then, so tomorrow we're gonna hang out at home and have some samosas. And then on the day that we celebrate her birthday, we're getting Chinese food because Chinese food is amazing. Oh, and there's this place nearby that has General Tso's tofu, so I can have it. And my mom is obsessed with crab rangoon, So we'll get tons of that and she'll be happy. And she loves General Tso's too, but she'll get it in chicken form because she likes chicken. But the General Tso's tofu is so good, especially with extra scallions on it. And I make a little bit of rice underneath of that to eat. I'm making myself hungry, man. I want to eat now. I might. I don't really want to though, because I've noticed that whenever I eat like late, if I like eat before bed, I'll feel like extra groggy when I wake up in the morning. It's like I get so caught because I'm like, I don't want to like starve myself or restrict myself, which I'm not, but I don't want to like make myself feel like I can't eat at a certain time if I want to. But also I do notice that I think I feel a lot more groggy when I wake up in the morning if I eat late. So it's like, I do think for me personally that maybe it's better if I like eat during the daytime or like in the morning. Well, not just in the morning, but like earlier before going to bed. So these look like they're rising up. They look like they're rising up nicely. It seems like the sprinkles are staying up too, which is good because I was a little concerned that they might like sink to the bottom, you know? Because that's what happens a lot of the time. Stuff will just sink down to the bottom of a cake or something. Like fruit. My mom's not a fruit in cake person though. My mom says that fruit in a cake is like an obstacle to happiness. So she's no fruitcake girly. She is no fruitcake girly. No, no, no. No, sir. I wish I could deliver you guys the smells because it smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Definitely smells like confetti cake or something. I don't know if I've had confetti cake before. Maybe it just smells like vanilla cake, I guess. It smells like birthday cake. That's what it smells like. Bake according to the chart or until golden brown and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean, comes out clean, comes out clean. Cool 10 minutes before loosening edges and turning out of pan. Cool completely before frosting. Okay, so it says for 2 round pans, it says 28 to 32 minutes. And we've got 6 minutes until it's been 30 minutes. So I'll check on it in 6 minutes. Or maybe I'll just leave it in for 32 minutes because my mom likes a cooked cake. See, what I do, what I've learned to do, and what an old friend of mine used to do is she would bake it at whatever the lowest number was, and then she would take it out and let it sit, and she said it was perfect that way because then it wasn't too dry. It would be just right. And I agree with that because I think that if you take it out at that time and you let it sit, then then in the time that it sits, it like finishes. But my mom will like put things back in and I kind of like overdo them. Not to speak ill of her on her almost birthday. No, she's made plenty of stuff she likes that way, but that's just a little too much for me. Because then I feel like stuff is like over-proofed a bit. But I can leave it in for like 32 minutes and then check on it. And then if the toothpick comes out clean, it's coming out. Pure fun. Relive childhood with this delicious cake chock full of colorful confetti, but without the synthetic colors or artificial flavors. Perfect for birthdays or any celebration. Our gluten-free mixes are carefully crafted to deliver the best tasting baked goods using only simple, wholesome ingredients, the way we bake every day in our kitchen. She loves these cake mixes, so I have high freaking hopes, dude. I can't imagine doing wrong with one of these. There is a way to make it vegan, but like I don't want to force that on her. She likes dairy, like we established, so I'm making it her way. It's okay. I have a whole pan of gnocchi. I don't need cake. I'm not a huge sweets person, so I don't mind being left out of it. Believe me, I have a whole pan of gnocchi in the fridge, so I will be very happy. My mom was so concerned. She's like, we can get some vegan treats so that you can have something. And I'm like, I'll be fine. I prefer like food over dessert anyways. I'm definitely like a salty and savory person over a sweets, sour kind of person. I don't love candies. I've never been into Sour Patch Kids or Twizzlers or any like candies. I kind of like chocolate, but I can live without it. But like, I just like food. Like I like sweet potatoes. I like chickpeas. I like popcorn. I like sweet potatoes. I like tortillas. I mean, jelly. Jelly is where it's at. If there's any sweet that like I do love, it's probably a good jelly-filled donut. With extra jelly. There are so many, oh dude, this is something I could go off about for so long. There are so many donuts that are jelly-filled donuts that are not deserving of the name jelly-filled donuts because it's like freaking 80 to 90% bread and like only 10 to 20% jelly. It needs to be a lot of jelly. 50-50 if you ask me, or more. The bread is just a vehicle for the jelly. There should be more jelly. 50-50 is okay. I would prefer more personally, but I'm not a fan of these jelly donuts that are like, you take a bite and you get bread, and you take another bite next to that and you get bread, and like only the very center has a tiny bit of jelly in it. The people who make those kinds of donuts should be in prison. All right, both came out clean. Ooh. Oh, these look so good. I'm so proud, man. Even the little sprinkles are here on top. Now I gotta wait for it to cool. Okay, so my mom does this super cool thing where she like takes a cake and she flips it onto a plate. So we're gonna try that real quick. God, I hope this works. Oh my gosh, look, dude. Near perfection. Do I leave this like that or should I turn it over? I feel like I should leave it like that. What do you guys think? All right, I'll try turning this one over. And if it goes badly, the other one will be left turned over. No, I don't. No, because the top will be sticky because the top doesn't have oil on it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that worked. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. But wait, how am I going to turn the other one over? I guess we'll find out. right? Yay, we did it. Perfection.